What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching Patriot Specialized today. On today's episode, we got that combine delivered. That turned into a big mess, but we picked up a wheel loader, got that wheel loader delivered, which came with it was a little bit interesting getting that picked up because of what happened with the combine. Then because there wasn't really anything better, we ran down and picked up a goofy load you're going to see on the trailer, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Right across these plains and prairies, Rocky Mountain highs, fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke and white line, steel horses side by side. It's more than just a living, y'all. Hell, it's our way of life. We're the last of the cowboys.
All right, guys, so that day I didn't have a chance to film exactly what happened, what was going on there, but the combine, I took it in. Got the delivery. I got the delivery about 10:30 in the morning. The guys walked out and they said, "Man, we don't have any tires." So the way these things ship is, you saw the combine itself without tires on it. They go on a separate truck. This one happened to be a hot shot. I have no clue, no idea how in the world the combine with a permit route that was 250 miles longer than the legal route somehow beat the tires there by almost 4 hours. So not sure how that happened, but it did. So that's what happened there. The facility I went to was a testing facility. They didn't allow any filming at all. In fact, they had big curtains up and stuff, so I couldn't even see what was going on while I was in there, but they definitely didn't want filming. So I didn't get a chance to film, but we got that thing delivered. Finally, that guy showed up about 2:15, got that thing kicked off. Now, the interesting part about that is I had a load booked. This wheel loader you're about to see, I had that load booked, and they go home at 4 o'clock, and it was about 2 hours away from my delivery. So that guy doesn't show up till 2:15. We still got to put the tires on, get the unit off the trailer and all that gibberish. I didn't get out of there till about 3:15. Which put me down picking this thing up 2 hours away at 5:15. So I knew I wasn't going to make it. I called the agent. I said, "Listen, man, this is what's going on." It happened to be his load that I was delivering, so he he obviously knew what was going on. And I said, "Listen, man, it ain't going to happen. Like, I don't know." He said, "Well, what do you want to do? You want to pick it up tomorrow?" And I'm like, I said, "I'd really like them just to leave the keys out for me, and I can put it on myself." So we made a phone call, and sure enough, that's what they did. Super cool, these guys. They left the keys out for me, and I was able to get this thing put on. So that's what you're about to see. So what's up, guys? We are finally got that combine delivered. You just heard the nightmare I went through with that. But we are down in Havana, Illinois, picking up a wheel loader. Let's verify some numbers here. Serial number 1562, VIN number 2929. 1562 and 2929. So let's go make sure we got the right machine. These guys, super cool, these guys, to leave the keys out for me on this thing so I can still get it picked up tonight, given a little bit of nightmare that I went through earlier. So this is our baby right here, I think. We're going to verify serial number here pretty quick. This is our baby. Pretty good looking machine. Supposed to be 10 foot wide. I'd probably say it is 10 foot wide. But it's supposed to be 10 foot wide, about 49,000 pounds. Those are the only two things. There's an antenna up there that they said I might want to fold down, but we'll grab a measurement. We'll grab a measurement when once we get this thing loaded and see how tall we are, see if we need to fold that thing down. Supposedly they left the battery or the key in the battery box by the step. I'm assuming this is it right here. Yep, there's the key, so I don't know if battery's on or not. Oh, let's find out. Get this door closed. See what we got here. Wrong key. Put the right key in. There we go. Ooh, we got juice. All right, she is running. Let's put her up on the trailer. Oh. Unlock the unit. Here we go. Take a look and see if we're centered. Oh, there we go. Maybe not. There we go. Well, that took a minute, but it's in place, so we're gonna get this thing secured down now, and then I will cover the load with you. So be right back. All right, got it loaded up, chain down. Now we are, yeah, man, I do a whole bunch of measurements. There's some goofy stuff going on, but we'll cover this load real quick so I can get out of here. Hey, it's gonna be another late night. I was hoping not to. I was hoping to be stopped early tonight, but the universe said nope, not happening. So this is what we got. You saw us putting it on. JCB 457 wheel loader. It is 28 foot long, just under 10 foot wide. We're gonna call it 9'8". I don't think it's really that much, but I'm kind of hanging off one side, so it changes a little bit. But 9'8" wide, and now we are 12 foot. We're 13.2 tall now. So you can see that light up there. You see that light that I folded down right there? That was sticking straight up, and we were over 14 foot. So luckily enough, it's on a breakaway bracket, and I just folded it down. And then there was an antenna, that bracket over there to the left of the light. There was an antenna up on that I had to take down. But we are good to go now. We're at 13.2, I think. 13.2, 13.3 top. So 40, they're telling me 49, 48, 49,000 pounds. So we're counting on 50. Need 25,000 pounds of securement. This is what we got going. I put one chain through the hitch on the back. This one goes all the way across. Full credit for that one. And then I did one chain, two binders, right off their tie down point here, straight to the trailer. So we get one more chain credit for those two. So that gives us two chains back there. I did absolutely nothing in the middle. As you can see, the brace over there, it is in place, locked in. That was a little tricky to get in there too. So on the back, I hooked on their tie down points up here and X'd. So we get one more chain for that. So that is, well, we got 3 chains now total. And then on the bucket, we did one chain, 2 binders. hooked right to the top of the bucket, came down on the trailer on both sides. That's one chain, 2 binders. So we got a total of the equivalent of 4 chains holding this thing in, 6,500 pounds each. We had 26,000 pounds of securement, and we required just under 25,000 pounds. So we are in good shape, good to go. We are going to get out of here. This thing, it's only going 142 miles. So we are going to go find a truck stop, get a shower, deliver this thing first thing in the morning, and I don't have a load yet. So probably to peek a little bit, see if anything changed. I did a lot of looking today while I was waiting on those guys to get there with the tires. Nothing really popped up, but I'm hoping that something comes up tomorrow morning. I can get it booked and get out of there. Hopefully be headed to the house. So we gonna get on the road now, and we will talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, we are loaded up. This is a weird one for you. That's unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but for where I was, this was actually the best plan for all-around picture. So it's gonna seem weird on my trailer. You're about to see it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna show it to you now, show you what I did for securement on it, but then I gotta tarp this thing. So once it's tarped, I'll show it to you again. So here we go, real quick. We are down in somewhere in Indiana. I can't remember. Anyways, here's our baby right here. We are sitting pretty low. Got about 3 inches of ground clearance. These 2 coils, they are total 65,000 pounds. That's 60. You're allowed to do that with coils in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. There's a couple other states that you're allowed to do it. Way back in the day, the auto industry lobbied for trucks to be able to haul more than 1 coil so that they could get steel faster to build cars. So that rule has never gone off the book, so it's still there. So you can actually permit multiple pieces on steel coils in a few different states. This is one of those cases where we are totaling about 65,000. That one there is 37, I think, and this one here, or maybe 35, and this one's 29. I don't remember what the exact numbers are, but they're two different right now. Obviously, I really wish this one was wrapped up like this one, because this, I kissed my tarp goodbye. There is almost no way. I don't carry edge protection. I don't tarp much. I don't carry edge protection specifically for this. So, man, I don't know. I think I'm going to put one of my tarps on it, maybe. I don't know. This is not going to be good. This sharp edge right here, you kiss that tarp goodbye. I'm sure of that. So, we're going to see what happens. But I'm going to get this thing tarped up so I can get out of here. And we are going to deliver this tomorrow, hopefully about noon or so. And then I got a truck chassis to pick up in New Philadelphia, Ohio. So I'm gonna get this tarp. I'll show it to you real quick once it's tarped, and we are gonna get out of here. Man, I gotta get some different water in here. All right, so got it tarped up. I'm gonna show it to you here in a second. This, I get a lot of jokes from friends, and I actually say it myself that I don't tarp, so, you know, I'm not, that's kind of one of my proud moments of running RGN, is I don't have to throw them tarps anymore. But this is a case where I did. Luckily enough, I had one to do it, so this is our baby right here. Now that front tarp, the front of that tarp right there stands zero chance of making it to delivery. Zero chance. What I do with these coils, when I got them on like this, I bring my tarp down. I'll bring this portion of the tarp down and take it, stretch it all the way out to the edge, hook it there, and then grab this piece here and hook it in the same exact spot with the nearest D-ring. So those 2 points come together. It's going to leave a little flap in here, but it's tight along the bottom. Then I tuck all that in, and then you take this right here, and it's kind of hard to see because I got the strap on it, but this, you tuck all the access in there, and then you hook a bungee right here, bring it down, and then throw a strap across there. That kind of gives it a nice clean look in the front. I do the same thing in the back. Generally, you got to be careful back here because you're gonna pull forward on it this way to make this work, but the wind is gonna catch it. Like the wind there is going this way, so it's coming around it. This one, the wind's gonna try to catch it. So it's extremely important back here to add a strap and make sure you get it. This happens to be holding the access tarp down that I just tucked under there. But I also added bungees here and here, going all the way across the back. That holds this seam tight. Hopefully it'll hold it tight going down the road. We'll see what happens. I added those going around just to try and keep it nice and tight, but I think she looks pretty good. It only took me 22 minutes. Back in my day of hauling flatbed all the time, I could have tarped that. Probably could have tarped that in about 10 minutes or so. I was pretty fast at it. Sort of relearning. You know what? Once in a while, it's kind of fun to do. Not that it's fun today, but it is what it is, and we got it done. So we are going to, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna try to get up to Cleveland by noon tomorrow. I don't even know how far it is from here. I didn't even look yet. I have no idea where I'm going, but it's like 4 o'clock here. And I'm in Central Time, so it's 5 o'clock there. So I'm not gonna run for very long tonight. Make sure I can get up early and run tomorrow, but I also got to make sure I can get everything done. So that's where we're at. We're gonna see. I think there's without having any padding, which unfortunately I didn't, I think there's about a 0% chance of this tarp not getting cut in the 400 miles that we're about to take it. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky. It is kind of rounded. It wasn't as sharp as I thought, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully the wind doesn't get under it too much and start to rattle it, because if it'll stay tight, then we're good to go, and it won't rip at all. But if it starts to flap at all, it's going to rip. So let's get out of here. We'll go see what happens. Talk to y'all soon. All right, well, that's that. We got those coils delivered. Somehow or the other, I was completely wrong. The tarp made it. Tarp made it all the way there. I have no idea how it made it, but it did make it all the way there. So got them coils delivered, and now what I was supposed to do was pick up a truck chassis, but it didn't make any sense for me. I was up in Cleveland, which is kind of, 45 minutes from my house or so, an hour from my house. it didn't make any sense for me to go an hour and a half south to pick that up, to go 2.5 hours north to go to my house, to go right back past there Monday morning. So what I ended up doing was calling them and saying, hey, is this thing in a big rush to get out? And they said, no, not really. I said, okay, well, I'm just going to come Monday morning then. It just makes way more sense to come Monday morning, fuel mileage, time-wise, and everybody involved. So that's what we're going to do. So that's it for this week. We are on to next week. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. And we will see you guys next week.